today?
Okay, for me it was the sort of journey, like a diary journey,
Mhm.
and I like it because I could record all my experience here.
Mhm.
I could assess on myself about my competences and which are my boundaries, my limitations in the learning of English. Um, I I found it useful in that sense.
Mhm.
Okay.
For example, this is for self-evaluation.
Mhm.
What level would you give to yourself in English?
I would give myself a C1.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You have no doubts about it. A C1.
Yeah, I know.
Thanks to your, you studied a lot of English. You studied English at school. Apart from the experience that you had, world, wow, you studied English at school in your country.
High school.
High school.
No, the courses I had at high school, which is the official ones,
Mm-hmm.
and at university I tried to master in English.
Mm-hmm.
So I studied in an institute for a year,
Mm-hmm.
and what happens is that with time and without practice you lose it a little bit. And when you retake it, it's like you retrieve the language.
Mm-hmm.
It goes and like come back, goes and come back. And here it's been such a nice experience because before I never had the opportunity to practice the language that you have foreign students, foreign partners at the university. And here I had I'm having this opportunity, and I am recovering the language.
Mm-hmm.
And every day I learn a new word or I talk to someone else and I get some new words or some new expressions and I learn something new from that person. And in that sense, it's been like a very, very good experience.
Thank you, Erika. Thank you. Portfolio for you, Angie?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Do you think it's a good document? It's a good tool that you have now? Your portfolio?
Yes, a good facility to write our languages competence.
Mm-hmm.
And
What competence do you think you have in English?
Huh.
You don't know?
competence is no good, not excellent.
Do you think you will be using it in the future?
Yes, yes.
Especially for...
Yes,
Mhm.
if I have the time, I can.
Alright, alright. And what do you think about the
For me-
portfolio?
For me, the portfolio will help me. It helped me to evaluate my level of English because when I was doing my license, my bachelor degree,
Mm-hmm.
I used to use English in some. We have some materials to use because I have done marketing section.
Ah,
Yes,
okay.
and we used to do some practical, some which are to how to get some what to do in marketing.
You said in market.
Yes.
What do you think, especially if we consider business English, economic English, your level in English?
My level in English is
We
not.
have a C1 here. We have, I don't know, a lower
For me-
one.
For
you?
me, I will say that I have B1.
Mm.
Yes.
Okay, we'll find out. We'll find out in a little while. Erika, your project. Do you have a project? A topic is something you want to talk to
Okay,
us?
of course. I chose an economic topic.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a striking paradox
Mm-hmm.
that it's very known in our field. So I would like to begin with a thought coming from an economic Latin American politician who pointed out the following. He said, the poor live in countries that are rich due to the generosity of nature. So the question is, could we point out that the nation's natural wealth as one of the main causes for poverty and inequality? So I wrote about 3 points supporting this idea. And the first one is that, for example, an abundant natural world very often can attract the attention of opportunist people. Okay, this wealth can be water source, oil, precious metals, and these people, through the use of economic and political weapons, try to get a benefit from it, and they explode the wealth. They take away the benefits with them, and sometimes they leave destruction in their wake. Okay, so I will talk about the case of America's colonization. We were colonized by European countries, Spain, France, Portugal, and England, and since 1492. And even though this implied like a very good futures for America, I mean, because we were lagging behind the rest of the world, it also implied a huge devastation for the region. We had violence, the genocide against the native people, labor exploitation, and the looting of precious metals like gold and silver. So, in fact, the heritage of colonization for America was a society marked by disdain, by corrupted institutions, and for very nefarious rulers. By the other hand, we have the case of North America, United States, or Canada, and they were colonized in a different way, because at the beginning it seems that England conquerors or European conquerors, they were not very interested about exploring these territories, because they lack of gold mines, and the population, the indigenous population, were very low. So
can I stop you for a second then? Obviously, since you picked up this topic, you have a special interest in economics.
yeah.
Why, in fact, have you decided to study economics? You want to get your degree in applied economics. What kind of future objective do you have in mind? And do you have it in mind in this country, in your country, or around the world?
Okay, when I decided to study here, this master. Okay, well, the first motivation is because nowadays in my country it's required having a master's degree. Okay. I decided to having a to focus in one topic because it was needed in my work. Okay, it was needed in my work. I love my work in my country, and I know it was needed in a degree.
So you will probably go back to your country.
Yeah, and I wait to work in the same position I had before coming here.
What position was it?
I was doing statistical research and the National Institute, the Institute of Statistics and Census in my country. Yeah, so so I
do you
really
think it will be easy to get this job back again, this position again?
If my boss is still there, yeah.
Okay. He liked your.
Yeah.
He obviously knows that you came.
Yeah, he was supporting me. He was supporting me very much to come to go abroad and study.
Wish you the best. Okay. Indeed, your project.
My project is why the government need to print money. And we think about why can happen if the government need print money, and what would happen if they didn't do that. The first reason is that the government must print money because they must replace the old note in the system. And if the government don't print the money, the business will start to suffer from a cash flow problem. The second reason, the government would print money because a growing economy requires it. For example, if the economy is getting bigger, then there is a greater demand for money.
So do you have a solution? Do you have some suggestions of what are you what are your plan? What do you think would be better for society?
Society.
Mm.
I think that oh, I think that for society,
Mm-hmm.
I think that if they have if they have more money, uh, they have a problem of inflation,
Mm-hmm.
and the price of goods become expensive,
Mm-hmm.
and for the government must be careful for to take a, before take a decision for putting money. Yes.
Olette, your
Arlet.
Arlet,
Arlet.
Arlet. Audrey, can I say?
That's the name
Audrey,
of
whatever you
it's the
prefer.
name.
The first or the second? Which one? Your friends call you Audrey or Olette? Whatever.
Is the same.
Okay. Your project, your topic.
My topic.
Do you want to show us something? Do you have something on your
But
PC?
yes, but it is not in PowerPoint.
Ah, okay. So it's just some notes.
Yes.
So can we see the notes? Thank you. Okay, okay. Yeah. Nice notes. We have some pictures as well.
Yes.
Just tell us very briefly what the topic is about, and maybe if you can have a look at your
Yes. The topic.
at your notes.
Yes, the topic is about the example you have done for us is the legalization of cocaine.
Mhm.
I took this topic because in many countries, there are some problems about the legalization of cocaine. Yes, we know that some others use cocaine as drugs.
Mhm.
Others use cocaine as medicament, but it's not legally.
Mhm.
And others they use some cocaine as a drug to be happy.
Mhm.
And for me, I choose that. I think that to legalize cocaine, it will be very better because for the government, the government will taxes
Mhm.
the production of cocaine,
Mhm.
and it will increase the economy.
Mhm.
And there is some corruption. Some people who have more money, that they done some corruption for some other people who have some power.
Mhm.
For example, some judge.
Some. Mhm.
And it will be better for medicamentally because some people use cocaine, for example, some to in some
So treatments.
for treatment. Yes, and
Okay, Alec, I think it's enough. She picked up a topic covered in class in order to express an opinion. What other topic do you remember that you liked in class?
Emotional intelligence.
Mm-hmm. Why?
Because for me it's hard to do,
Mm-hmm.
and it distracts me very much because it's about the skill or the ability that each one has to handle with emotions.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very important thing because base of the it's
Did you read that book by Kalman?
no.
No.
But
Would
he's
you
a very
ever?
powerful.
It's a very
Yeah,
powerful.
yeah, and he's very famous because of this book.
Not only this one.
But it's the first one. It's a bestseller.
I'm not sure it's the first one.
The
No,
first
I'm not
famous
sure.
one, and he made himself know about because of this book.
Yeah.
And it's very common that people don't have this ability to handle emotions, and he got to the concept of social intelligence, coming from emotional intelligence, because if you are able to understand yourself, you are able to understand other people. And
That's okay.
Okay.
Thank you. One topic that you liked in class that we covered, and you thought was an interesting one.
As for the legalization for marijuana, because
Rather than rather than a topic, activity. An activity in particular, like more listening activities or writing activities or grammar focus. So an activity that linked to a special language skill. Which one did you like? Which one did you appreciate?
the video,
Why?
because I helped me to improve my listening and to evaluate my English language, because you can try to listen, but even if you don't.
Will you keep on using the autonomous learning area of the cloud website to keep on practicing in the future?
Yes, because after the listening the video, I was beginning to try to listen the.
All right.
Yes.
Good. Thank you. And in your case, a language skill or an activity or anything in particular that you liked in class?
I liked in class to the listening.
All right, as well.
Yes, because it will help me to increase my degree of the knowledge of English, and whatever I like is the portfolio, because it will help me to evaluate me, because I want to have a good level in English.
Thank you. I think we can stop at this point. Thank you.
okay.
As we did with the other students, give us just a few minutes and we will evaluate your performance and we will give you the results. And by the way, don't run away, Antonia. There is something that I need to tell everybody. I forgot to tell the others, by the way. I received an email saying